are you guys? It is King of the Root back with another video. Happy Tuesday, happy Ogun Day, happy Aries Day, happy War Day. Hope you're having a good week. Happy holidays, bitches. So this is gonna be the intro for Kirstie Alley. I think I'm gonna look at her numbers. Funny thing is when I first looked at them, I mean, I could see the basics, but I was like, numbers still ain't give me what I want to get. So I'm going to try to go a little deeper with my gematria, because I love gematria, I love numbers, and I love astrology. They're like my big things in the occult world that I love. It's crazy how much the gematria is on, which has me thinking, like, who the fuck is getting these numbers together for the rituals? Because besides the big-ass rituals we see every couple of days or a couple of times a month, the really big ones and the sacrifices, allegedly, who's getting together, all the little in-between rituals, yo? Like, there's no way that they're ahead of time on this, which makes you think that some of these rituals are just divine, because everything can't be a fucking ritual, man. It just can't be. All deaths just can't be a ritual. And I did hear that, sometimes I'm going to guess, let's say, like, they were planning on doing this with this certain star, and it was going to be a ritual with them dying. And divinely, God takes them out before they can do it. Because, they can't be God. They just can't. Like, God really has the last word. But let's say that happens. Like, my godmom be talking about, she be saying a lot of times, like, especially now with, like, the media and the internet and, TikTok and all this and a lot of the stuff, streaming and, just all these cameras and stuff, and how stuff is recorded to us. And a lot of times, you don't have to go in certain places to even meet certain people, because we have Zoom and all that. There was certain, like, productions and shows, like, they might say this came out, November 9th, and it's live. We don't really know if the shit's live. We just assume it is. That shit could have been recorded years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that happens with some of the rituals. I'm sure they say, such and such died today. And really, they've been dead for a minute, but because it didn't align with their rituals, they got to wait to do the ritual on that certain day. And then that's when they release it to us so they can get their shit in order. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, yeah, so I just be wondering, like, who the fuck is getting all the gematria numbers together? Who be planning all the rituals? Who's the one who are making sure stuff is always in order when they do these rituals? Because pretty much every day it's a fucking ritual going on, because we know we're on the Truman Show. We're in the Truman Show. It's always fucking stage theater and theatrics going on outside and around us. It's just a big stage, as they say. As the conspiracy theorists say, we're on a big stage, and we're a part of it too, and we're also just watching it. That's just how I know, like, they're ahead of time. They're way ahead of time, which, I think Drake said it in the song, like, they're the people who don't ever really need a plan B, because they always have their plan B. They're always 10 steps ahead of us. Just like it said with 9/11, they failed a couple times with that, but, they always had a plan to go along with it. If it failed here and we did allegedly the bombs, or we did what we were going to do, and it failed, or we didn't blow up enough people, or the towers really didn't fall the way we wanted them to fall, or they didn't collapse completely, they would have another plan. Just like when we're focusing too much over here on this area, let's say somebody gets killed, and too many people are starting to catch on, and we're not really believing the story they're giving us, they'll throw another ritual out there. They'll throw, let's say, like, right now we have Keke Palmer, who just came out pregnant. They'll do something big like that, or they'll get somebody really big like Beyonce and make her come out and say she's pregnant, or like the fight with the elevator. They'll throw that out there, and of course, we might be over here focusing on like right now we have the Shaquella Robinson, so we might be focusing over here, and maybe we're catching on, and maybe we're, like I said, we're not believing it the way they wanted us to believe it, and we're kind of catching on to the truth, and maybe that's not what they wanted us to do with this distraction. So, like I said, they'll throw out Keke Palmer. And of course, we're going to be like, oh shit, like, this is her first baby. Oh my God, like, what's going on over here? And then you forget about this shit for a minute. Or they're able to switch things around while you're over here looking over here, But anywho, this is going longer than what I thought. Like I said, this is going to be this is the intro to the Kirstie Alley video. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a gematria video or like some numbers and really look at her. Because I remember Kirstie Alley. I've known her for years. Hearing about her. I didn't know she was on Cheers. I know she's been around for a long time, but I didn't know that she was in a lot of stuff that she was in. But I don't think I've ever really seen anything that she was in besides like Big Brother. And I really didn't see that. I watched clips of that on YouTube. But I don't remember directly seeing something that she was in. I just always remember her on the magazines and them talking about her weight fluctuating all the time. Okay? I just know that she was a part of Hollywood and she's been around for a while. But apparently she was a big name and she's been a big name for a while. So, yeah. So really all I have to go on is her numbers. But, now they're coming out and saying, the conspiracy theorists are coming out and saying, Kirstie Alley was telling some real shit. And maybe that's why she all of a sudden ended up dead with cancer and, ended up with colon cancer. And I was like, not Kirstie Alley. Because remember when she was on Big Brother? Didn't she end up winning president or whatever they do in that house when somebody's like the head? Remember, wasn't she the president? Because I think that's when Trump was in office. And remember Natalie Nunn was on there. And I remember they were building the wall. And, like, Natalie Nunn said some kind of joke. She was like, I'm shitting on the wall. Or, the border's up. The Mexicans can't come through. So it was some shit. I forgot the joke. But I think Kirstie Alley was the president, right, of that group. I've never really seen Big Brother from start to finish. And I really don't even know what the game is about. And I don't understand it. But those of you who've seen, you know what I'm talking about. Kirstie Alley was something. She was the Mrs. Trump or something of the house, I remember. Because I think Natalie Nunn cussed her ass out or something. But yeah, so it was shocking when I found out that Kirstie Alley actually was telling some real shit. She actually, I believe I just heard somebody read a post that she wrote, and she was talking about I guess I'm gonna be like those other, who the hell was that? I guess I'm gonna be like those other people with YouTube who watch all the words. And that's crazy too, how literally the YouTubers who are really doing the damn thing and have viewers and who are getting sponsored really be making up all these fucked up words. They be killing me, like. Almost like when you listen to a song, that's got like a bunch of, you listen to a song that's got a bunch of cuss words and they, bleep it out. And like this song already had like a ton of cuss words in it. So, then once you hear them bleep it out, you're like, what the fuck was the point? But you guys, somebody's in my window and I'm parking my car. Let me see what's going on. I will be back with the Kirstie Alley video, okay? Alrighty, guys. Bye.